All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ in the building with us right now, man. Fresh off the release. Die for respect. Man, DDG checking in with us. How you feeling, bro?
It's good. I'm feeling great, man. I got great feedback for the tape.
It's
Excited.
officially out right now.
Now, hold on.
You
It's not just
posted up.
officially out, but it's #1 on iTunes officially right now, man. So we got to, that's a celebration in itself, man. So congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. That's a big deal, you know. So
I think that's cheating though, low key, because like you on the internet, it ain't really fair. Like I would like to see how you would like if you would be #1 on like out of the trunk, like because it's a mixtape type shit. So I would
yeah,
like to see if you would be #1 out of the trunk because on the internet you already like are a fucking god on the online. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit, man. Put it like this: if you put if you put another person that come off of the same platform, they can't do the same thing, you know. It's just people just like my music, man. You know, that's what it is for real.
Yeah, I mean
I
that's
feel
honestly
you.
that's one of those things that it's not an easy transition. I mean, not that I got a platform like that or anything like that, but it's like we've seen people in the past try to convert their fans from one platform to the next. I mean, you even had a tape or a tape about years back as far as take me serious, right? So like that was the initial push jumping in. Like how did you handle that transition and try to convert fans from all right, like I'm YouTube, internet. Now I'm doing the music. Take me serious for real.
I mean, I think it's just about just consistently hitting them with like growth and just good music, you know. So I feel like over the years of me doing music, I just had to, I was on this journey to like find my sound and how I want people to perceive me and what type of music I want to make. So I feel like now I'm at the point now where people like, if they hear a certain type of flow or something like that, they know, oh, that's DDG. You know what I mean? So I built a core music fan base and like that's just for music. So it's like I wouldn't even say like I fully crossed over. It's a lot of people that just would just want to watch videos of me, or they just want to tune in what I'm doing, or they want to know about my relationship or some shit like that. But like, for like music, I got fans just for music. And I got people that just like me for me. So I'm still working on crossing over my people. I feel like crossing over from YouTube to music is the hardest transition to do. Like it's not just one of the trans. Like it's not just hard. It's hardest. You know what I mean? So it's like just imagine putting. It's like having a family member. You know what I mean? Like if you selling a T-shirt, right, and you selling it online, a stranger gonna buy it before your cousin do, just because off the strength they feel like they know you or something like that, or you know what I mean. It's like being on YouTube, then people feel like they know you, like, man, you ain't no rapper, man, you know what I'm saying, like I know you, but in reality you don't, you know what I'm saying. So it's just hard trying to get those people to really tap into the music and just focus on the music. So I feel like that's the hardest transition, bro.
Did you ever get any pushback within the music? Well, I'm getting feedback, Chuck. I don't know if that's you. Turn your volume, or one of y'all turn your volumes down or something. But did you ever get any pushback from the music industry itself? Like, you know how like you go to producers, right? And some producers be like, "Oh, that's that reality TV show star," or "Oh, that girl do hair and shit like that." And then it's like it's a weird transition going from being whatever you known for to doing music. Did you ever get that resistance within the music industry itself, or everybody just embraced you off top?
Hell yeah, like fresh out the gate, people didn't want to work with me. Like nobody really wanted to like do songs with me or nothing like that. Like I had to put favors through my label when I first came out because people didn't really believe in the vision and all the other stuff. So it's really just numbers. The numbers is what got me out of it. Just me just consistently putting up numbers and bring something to the table. When I do a song with somebody, they see the comments, they see how invested my people is. You know what I mean? They see
Yeah.
how crazy people ride for me. Like if you write a comment down in me right now, it's gonna be 10 kids. That's gonna
On your ass.
they're gonna talk about your mama. If your granny died yesterday, they gonna come at your dead granny like they don't care, bro. Like they gonna drill you for talking down on me. And a lot of people look at that and they be like, "Damn, these kids rap for them, and it's good music." So it go hand in hand. So I feel like, especially when I dropped Moonwalking in Calabasas, and it just went up. when Blueface hopped on the remix, that rap cosign, that really just put everything into perspective. And then people start going back and they like, oh, this nigga really is hard. Oh, he hard, blah, 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 blah. And then after that song, like I just been in the studio with a lot of people, you know, and it's like, damn, it's just crazy how things just changed off of one song.
I ain't gonna lie, because I remember I remember when we first met, like I was just like, I think I was real skeptical of the music, but I think you're right though about one thing. I think it is consistency, because it's kind of like, even like when you notice new people doing the YouTube thing, it's like, you know, people start vlogging or people start being YouTubers every other day, but people fall off within the first couple of months. So
Yeah.
I feel like what you said is correct about the music and just being consistent, but then also having that quality and it not being trash. Because I would tell you, you know what I'm saying? I would tell you if it was bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad. It's actually really good. So like, being that it's good and it's consistent, I think you're right about that.
Appreciate it.
Now, do your fans hold you accountable to the same thing? Like you said, they'll trash any one of us if somebody comments down on you. Do they hold you to the same higher extent? Like, hey man, nah, you need to come harder with that track, or man, you need to do a better video. The visuals need to be, you know, held up.
Yeah, even if, bruh, my fans is like my toughest critics. You know, like I drop something or something, they be like, man, that was trash. Right, they just straight up tell me, and I just got to take it to the chin. Like, you know, shit, I mean, let me go back and re-listen and see if it really was trash, or maybe they was right, or maybe they just hating. But like, you know, my fans, they tell me straight up. You know what I mean? They let me know if they like it or not, and that's what I feel like I win at, because I listen to them. You know, a lot of people don't listen to their fans. If your fans is telling you that something is trash, maybe it's trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you can listen to the people that's supporting you, because they ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a booger in your nose, you expect your homie to tell you. You know what I mean? If you drop something that's trash, you expect your homie to tell you. So I look at my fans. I don't even like to call them fans. I call them supporters. I look at them as like one of my homies. You know what I mean? Like, they gonna tell me straight. You know, but you know, the internet, you know, it's a mixture of like people that just want a response and people that be hating, but like it's also like people that actually care about you putting out something good. So it's been plenty of times when my fans told me that wasn't it, you know, and it really wasn't it. So, you know,
You had to believe them at that point. Now
yeah,
you represent Pontiac, man, and I want to get into that because I think that's very interesting. A lot of people obviously know Detroit, Michigan. You know, talk about Pontiac and why you put that on your back so much, and obviously how you were developing the sound, or you know, if Pontiac has a sound, and you know, putting your all into that, so people know what Pontiac is about.
I feel like the Pontiac sound is Pontiac and Detroit is like the same thing. It's like a smaller Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, but I'm not that type of person. Like, I know a lot of people that be from Pontiac and they say they're from Detroit. Like, nigga, you're not from Detroit, like, bro. Pontiac. You know what I'm saying? So I never been the type to ever claim Detroit or no other city in Michigan except the one that I'm from. You know what I mean? So, um, but Pontiac is like me going through me being in like coming from Pontiac. I feel like that's what motivated me to be better. You know what I mean? Because it's really nothing. Like, if you was to go to Pontiac right now, it's nothing to do. We don't have a mall. We ain't got nowhere to go. Like, it's just streets. You know what I mean? It's like it's really nothing to do but be outside. You know, so it's like me just living in poverty. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't even realize how I grew up. They just see like the nice glam and stuff that I got now. But in reality, bro, like, nigga, I used to have to boil water to take baths, bro. Like, I used to really be down bad back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I was just a kid, so I couldn't really like. It was just a way of life, like getting evicted and all types of stuff. Like, so, you know, just coming from Pontiac and being in such a messed up situation in life, it motivated me to be better. It motivated me to do and get out and go to college and get good grades and all types of stuff and just want better for myself and my family. So that's why I really put it in my name, because it's like, if I was from Los Angeles, or if I was from Beverly Hills, or if I grew up knowing and seeing this already and being around all this nice stuff, I feel like I wouldn't be as motivated. I wouldn't be as inspired as I am now. So That's why I put the city on. And plus, it's really nobody that's coming from Pontiac that's really like putting the city on. So it's like I feel like it's my responsibility for me to be in this position to let people be knowledgeable that it's a place called Pontiac, Michigan.
You was the first you were literally the first person I ever heard say Pontiac, Michigan, ever in my life. So I could appreciate that. But you did touch on the poverty part of it, and I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Pontiac is it's less than an hour from Flint,
Yeah,
Michigan.
it's like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's less than an hour from Flint, Michigan. Is Pontiac one of those places? Because you're talking about the poverty is. Is Pontiac also affected by the lead in the water and
Actually, bro, it's only Flint, bro. Like Pontiac water was straight. It was just
wow.
only Flint. Like Flint was messed up. So I don't know. I don't really know about it. I guess it's a different water line or something. I
Got you.
don't
Yeah. No, I was asking because you was like you has to boil water, and I remember a lot of them people were doing the same thing. So that's why I
I
was
had to
asking.
boil water because our water wasn't on. Like we ain't had water, nigga. Like we had cold water. I wasn't taking no cold showers, so I had to put water into this big turkey baster bucket. You know how you bake the turkeys in like the big ass pan or whatever, a pot.
Mm-hmm.
I would put a bunch of water in there. I would carry that heavy ass water over to the tub and pour it in the tub, wash up, and put the water out. Like I had to do that every day to wash up for a
Yeah.
little bit, probably like a month or 2 months or some shit like that. And then we finally got it back on. But we was broke, man.
Hey, so what was the escape, man? When did you actually move out this way? You know, and what was that like for you? Was it a culture shock? Was it like, oh yeah, I'm never going back? Or was it like what was that mindset?
I mean, I had great grades in high school. I graduated 4.0 valedictorian, and I went to college. So when I got to college, that was my real culture shock. When I got to college and I seen all these other types of people, Pontiac is very black. Like it's very black. You know what I'm saying? I got one white friend. You know what I mean? He was probably the only white person in Pontiac, damn near. So it's like Pontiac is very black. So when I got to college, I'm like, man, there's a lot of white people here, man. Like this is different. So that was kind of the culture shock for me. And then I kind of got adapted to it. I started being around these kids that had a lot of money and seeing a lot of different things. You see Asians riding around in Lambos yeah, they was going crazy over in my college. So I'm like, okay, I got kind of adapted to it. And then towards my second year of college, I was making 5 figures a month on YouTube. So I started getting money, bro. Like I started flying out to LA and getting on flightclub.com, ordering Yeezys and stuff. Like I was like just blowing my money. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I got money now. I got crazy money. So I started getting adapted that way. And then I got to a point where I made so much money. I'm like, man, I don't want to go to class no more. So I started skipping class. I skipped like 3 weeks of class straight. Just uploading videos. And this is before the music. But I was doing like little diss tracks here and there. So I went ahead and I saved up enough money to get me a spot. This spot called 1600 Vine in Hollywood. I got me a nice little spot over there. It's like a nice little penthouse. Moved out there with my girlfriend at the time. And then, that was about 5 years ago. Yep.
Damn. I mean, you said something interesting. You said had you lived out here, you wouldn't have had the same motivation. It's striking for somebody that, like us, like we're from here, so we're not we're used to the glitz and the glam, but we come from a different side as well. But it's just interesting to hear that perspective because it's like it's like a shock of like, yeah, don't take shit for granted either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. When I was in Pontiac, bro, I used to just look up pictures of LA. Like that's what people don't understand. What I know because I'm not from here. Everybody looks at LA as the dream place to ever go to, ever travel to. Like this is before I ever really been on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to Google up videos. I used to watch YouTubers that live in LA. Like if you live in LA, I watched the videos just because I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to feel what it was like. So like not being from here, bro, like it just made me want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing the palm trees. Like when I got here, I ain't seen a palm tree before. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like this is
so that's one of them. That's what that shit is like.
That's what that shit look like. So yeah, when you ain't from here, when you ain't from LA, man, it's everybody, trust me, bro, everybody want to live in LA, especially from the music.
That's a fact, as they should. Um, I want to dive into some of the music right here because I got a chance to get I got a chance to listen to the project a little bit, and it was a couple of them that stood out to me, right? Obviously, Hood Melody, which is the first track, and you said something on there about you losing a brother. You lost somebody in 2014. Is
Yeah.
that was your brother? Was he still in Michigan or?
Yeah, nah, this was 2014. This was, yeah, that was 7 years ago.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. So that was
yeah.
2014. Obviously, you both were still in Michigan, or you were in college.
Nah, I was still in high school. Yeah,
You were still in high school.
I
Okay.
was 16. Yeah, I was like 11th grade, 10th grade, one of those. Yeah, he got murdered. So
And
that,
so, and that was in Michigan.
yeah, that was like a big change in my life. And that's actually like a big reason of why I'm at where I'm at today. And it's a big reason why my name is what it is. His PlayStation name was Pontiac made DDB, and I just stole it and I made it my name. So I kind of took his name and yeah, man, when that happened, my whole life changed. And my mom got extra money for the funeral, right? Because we got a lot of donations or whatever. So she got a lot of money for the funeral, and she had some extra money left over. And she asked me, she was like, "What you want? You want to get you a car? You want me to get you a car, or you want me to buy you a camera?" Because when you're younger, like a car, you get a car for what? A band, two bands. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go get you a little bust
It
down car.
depends on what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, I want a camera. Just give me a camera. I'm cool. Like I'll wait on the car. Got a camera, bro. I kid you not. Like 2 weeks later, I got a viral video, and it turned my YouTube up from 500 subscribers to 15,000, and then that just started my whole little YouTube thing. So yeah, it was low key like it's not a definitely not like a blessing, but it was like I got blessed in that situation, and that kind of put me where I'm at right now.
Yeah, because I was looking at. I mean, when I was listening to it and the way you said it, I forgot the rest of how it went, but I could tell that was a pivotal moment for you. And then also, that's not necessarily a side of you that a lot of people get to see. So I felt like that was you kind of being vulnerable within the music.
Yeah, I was trying to with this tape. I was really just trying to just open up, and I honestly, bro, like it took me a long time to even speak about that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got me?
Yeah, and there you go.
Yeah, nah. It'd take me a long time to really speak about that situation because I was really sensitive about it. You know what I mean? So it's like I never talk about it. I never say nothing about it in my videos. I never tell nobody because these kids is ruthless, bro. Like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like they get in them comments and they say something about my brother or something like that, and I take it to heart. You know what I'm saying? It'll fuck on my
Hmm.
day, I get mad or something like that. So it's like I never wanted to really speak about it. I never wanted to talk about it. But then I kind of just got a little better with it, and I coped with it a little bit, so I was able to get vulnerable on the track.
No, I appreciated that too because I think that that's how artists evolve. And I know that you still, like you said, you still transitioning into the artist, but I feel like that though the best artists are the ones who can be the most vulnerable in their opinion, in their emotion, in their thought process, whatever it is. So I feel like that, like I just said, that stood out to me, and I wrote that down because I wanted to bring that to your attention. That's a layer that you want to keep tapping into to where people know you DDG, people know you famous, people know you got money, people know about your relationship, people know all these different things, but them other layers, that's how those artists go to the next level.
Yeah, yeah. Man. I noticed that I had to think like I listen to a lot of artists, and I just be like, why do I connect to this person? I'd be like, man, because they speaking on real situations, and realistically, when you making music and you listen to music, like these people go through the same stuff. We all go through the same shit. You know what I mean? So it's like once you start speaking personally, I feel like you're able to relate a lot more to a broader audience. So like a lot of people gonna gravitate towards that song.
Now, since people are taking you serious at this point, obviously you're opening up more. on this project? Is the goal to fully transition and just do the music full time? Are you okay with dabbling in both worlds, kind of YouTube and the artistry? Do you feel like there's a perfect marriage between the two?
You know, bro, like I really just want to focus on music, but I always told people like, man, like what if Drake did vlogs? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to see how Drake living? Who wouldn't want to see a Drake house tour? Like, come on now, that's 100 million views. Like everybody want to see that, you know. So it's like I feel like I done did YouTube for so long. I feel like I'm in a position now where I can take big breaks and I can like really put it down and just focus on the music. And I feel like that's what I've been doing. Like I've been doing it here and there. I really just been doing YouTube for the past couple months just to really just get my face back out there and, you know, promote my tape and all that other stuff. Like, but focusing on the music is really where my head is at right now. But you know, I got a few little things that I'm finna do. Like I'm finna box somebody, you know, just to, you know, to have some little
tap back in real quick.
I saw that, bro.
Quick.
Why though?
It's just because I just want to, bro. Like a lot of people,
I just want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of people though, like back in the day, I used to box like 4 years. Like I used to box for 4 years as a kid. That was one of my hobbies, and I used to go I used to travel for it. I won medals for it, tournaments, all types of stuff. And I always looked up to Mayweather. I used to watch all his 24/7s and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, I would love to fight. You know what I'm saying? I would love to make some money boxing. I remember I did a boxing match for $10 as a kid. And I won that $10. I was so excited. Well, I'm finna make some M's, boy.
Playing with me.
He's not finna box, man. I'm for sure finna do that.
Is there anybody? Is there? Because I saw you when you talked to Kev. You were saying that you would box, and if the bag is right, you would fight. Is there anybody, no matter what the bag is, that you wouldn't fight? Because there's a couple of people on that list for me.
Shit, man. I probably never fight Mayweather.
Facts.
Ever.
I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke, boy. Hell no, man. I don't care how old he is. I ain't never fight that man. You know?
No, sir.
Low key, bro. Like that's probably the only person, man.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll fight Mike Tyson. They threw me enough money, but
you tripping.
I'll fight Mike Tyson.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Look, man.
You tripping. You know Tyson gonna hit your ass. Hey, Tyson to hit you, you gonna wake up 15 years old in a boiling bathtub full of water. You gonna that nigga gonna punch your ass, and you gonna wake up like 11 years old. Like, what the fuck happened?
As long as he don't knock my ass out, as long as I can get around the ring, because he's a little older. I can get around the ring, get away from him for a little bit. I'll be good, man. As long as I make the decision, he can win. He can have a win. I don't give a fuck about the win.
Man, let him kick you with 1-0.
Listen, I watch some of your vlogs, DDG. Okay, you fight Tyson, you have more to worry about than that pimple you was worried about getting off your face, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be carnage on your shit.
Don't be the right bag, but I'm gonna Tyson.
All right, what's the bag then? Fuck it. Since we here, what's the bag for you to fight Tyson? Give me a realistic number though.
You know, hey, I'll do it for 10 million. You know?
10 million.
Is that too small?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, you don't understand, bro. These people, they got money stuff. They making money.
So right now,
bro, you don't understand. Mayweather was making 300 million.
Oh, I know.
Not cap. That's like real life.
That's not cap. I know.
Bro,
I used to DJ at those fights. I used to see them numbers. Listen, this is what I'm asking you. Okay. So you saying 10, you'll fight Mike. What if they got like 7.2? Like they let it a little short.
I'm in there 10, just a starting point. I'm negotiable.
Oh, okay.
I hop in there.
So it's like seven M's. You can't do it.
7 M's. I'm in there.
They like, 5. You know what? We really ain't got the budget we thought. 3.
No. Yeah.
So what's your floor then?
Or something. Give me somebody else, man. I need somebody else. $3 million for Tyson? Hell no, I ain't my ass embarrassed for that. But if I was to get my ass beat by Tyson, I don't think that's an L. I think
No,
that,
you just gonna feel it.
definitely not an L.
You
yeah,
just gonna,
You might
it's
be
gonna,
on the
you just gonna
opposite
feel it
side.
different.
it's a W for even stepping in there with him.
You absolutely right, because I would never do that.
Yeah.
I don't want no. He listen. He can disrespect somebody I'm with, and I'm gonna ask him what they did wrong. Babe, what you do to Tyson? Apologize. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, I was gonna ask you. Go ahead.
No, I was because he said Cap earlier. And we do something called Factor Cap, and I wanted to do it based off some of the lyrics of one of your songs, right? And you had something where it was kind of on the lines of knowingly sleeping with one of your fans' girls. All right. So is that fact or is that cap? Have you knowingly ever slept? You mentioned something about, you said something just kind of like, I think it was just a bar or whatever, but you said something about knowing about sleeping with a fan's girl. I don't know if it actually really happened or not, but have you ever slept with a fan's girl? One of your supporters?
Probably back in the day.
But you don't know. It's not, you don't know. You're not too sure.
I gotta hear the line. I gotta hear the line.
I gotta hear the lyric,
man. Every girl belongs to somebody, you know. That's how it be realistically. These girls are shiesty.
All right, Factor Cap. Have you ever been replaced?
I mean, I guess you could say that.
No, like no. Like like, oh damn, she was with me. Now she with him.
Yeah, I've definitely been replaced. But I'm still there in spirit at all times.
This is crazy. He's crazy.
Toxic nigga, that's what it is.
He said I'm a toxic nigga.
I will always listen. If a girl leave me alone, I will always be there in spirit. They know that. But it's all good, you know. My physical.
All right, let me ask you this. So I was on okay, well, first of all, you got a song called Way You Talk, right? And on the song you talk about dating, different like dating and shit like that, right? So I was on Clubhouse and I got into an argument with a bunch of women about a date. If you go on a first date, and I'm asking you as DDG, and everyone knows that you can afford whatever you want. Is it crazy, or would the woman be offended if the man were to use like a coupon on the first date? But she knows that he can afford it. Like I'm DDG. She knows that I could buy whatever I want, but I just used the coupon on the first date. Do you think as DDG that makes that cheapens the date for the woman?
Absolutely not, because she's not paying for anything.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter how I pay for our date. You ain't pay for nothing.
Thank you.
I wish a girl would get mad at me using a coupon. Go home, man. What the hell? You pay for it. How about that? Like, how about you pay your half? I wish I would. Hell no.
Bro, it was the biggest debate about this shit, and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. They were like, "It's just you cheaping, you making me feel cheap," and I'm like, "You not paying for the date? Yeah. I'm paying." Like, anyway, I just wanted to ask you that.
Why die for respect? I
feel like respect is the most important thing. Like over my time of me being like, you know, in a public figure and being in the limelight and or whatever, I just feel like, bro, it's so much. I feel like respect is just so important. You know what I mean? Rather from all perspectives. But when I was thinking of when I made this project was really from music. Like I feel like I need to be respected in this music game. I got 2 plaques. You know, Moonwalking wins platinum. I'm on the radio. What else do y'all need? You know what I'm saying? I got a deal. I have a great deal. You know what I mean? Like I have a knowledgeable deal. Like what else do y'all need to respect my music? So
well, you know, it depends on what you want out of this though. What are you going for?
Bro, I'm going for Drake level, bro. Like I've been saying that I'm not doing this to be no underground artist. I'm not doing this to be like in and out bro, I'm trying to be 10 plus years in, legendary. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really see what it's like to be Drake, bro. I want to know what it's like to be. I want to know what it's like to hop on somebody's song and change their life forever. You know what I mean? I want to know what it's like to have everybody in the whole industry at my fingertips. They're gonna speak to me correctly because they know what I can do for them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to know what it's like to be in that position in this music game. Like I always wanted to do music. I always wanted to be a big artist. So it's like now that I'm on the road to do it, I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm going for the top, bro. I want people to know that. Like
you pretty much answered your own question then, because you know that boy Drake, that reign he's been having has been crazy. You know what I'm saying? 10 years plus. So it's like, what more do you want from me? That consistency? You know what I'm saying? They gotta have that take care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, do you feel like you've delivered that quality of work as of right now? Or you still on your way to do that?
I feel like, bro, I honestly feel like this tape is something that's really special to me. I feel like I really put a lot into it. I worked very, very hard on it. Because this is not an album to me. This is a mixtape.
Yeah.
Put it like that. Like I know what else I got coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know what else I got in the tank. I know the skills that I obtained. Like when I first started, I couldn't even record with the engineer in the room. I was so nervous to record at another studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like that. Now, bro, as soon as I hear the beat, I hop in there. I freestyle right off the bat. And I found my sound. I'm like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to make music. I'm supposed to freestyle. I'm supposed to get my flows off immediately. You know what I mean? So it's like I just been obtaining a lot of different skills. And I feel like when I get to that album mode before the end of this year, it's gonna be up, bro. And I really just feel like what I was missing before all of this was association. So with this tape, I was like, you know what? I need to do some music with people. I need to get these features. I need to do this and that. I need to let these people hear me go head to head with some of the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, let me do some features or whatever, association with other rappers and all this other stuff. And now I'm just looking at this feedback, and it's only been out for 2 hours. But looking at the feedback, they love it, bro. And I'm just excited to see where it goes.
The video with you and Yachty looked fun. Didn't look very COVID friendly, but it looked fun.
Definitely was not COVID friendly at all. At all, but you know Atlanta don't care, man.
Like you said, I'm in Atlanta with no mask.
Yeah, bro. You catch COVID in Atlanta, but it's like catching a little cough. they look at that shit like it ain't nothing.
That's crazy.
Niggas catching COVID every other day out there. So,
how have you been doing quarantine, dog? Like with everything being shut down, how did you adjust and maneuver? Did that help you in the process of like kind of bunkering down and figuring out, like you said, how to record and doing more stuff? Or
yeah, like, bro, I honestly feel like quarantine has really helped me in a positive way. I feel like me being quarantined, I strived a lot more than when the world was even open because, you know, everybody at the crib. I started from the internet. So it gave me a chance to really take over and you know, put my face out there publicly on the internet. Because that's where I thrive. That's where
for everybody.
Yeah, bro. I'm on every social media platform, man. I got 5 different channels. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on TikTok. I'm everywhere on the internet.
How do you balance all that?
I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, you talking about
have an assistant, bro. Like I'm by myself. I don't have an assistant.
You don't?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you have this big platform, and typically people have teams. And that's just the thing that I kind of picked up on. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker actually doing this shit by itself. Like, so that's why I asked how do you balance, because it feels like they get it's another platform out every couple of years, every other month, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for you knowing that, you know, at one point YouTube was your platform, right? And being consistent on there. When another one's introduced, do you go in there, just try it out, see how it works, and say, oh no, that's not for me? Or do you make it a point to say, no, I'm gonna get this shit down so I can, you know, aggregate some fans on that platform?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I know how to move people. I would say that I know how to move people over from platform to platform. Um, it's just juggling all of them. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you how I do it. Like I just try to make it an initiative to hop on each platform every single day. So when I wake up, like I don't really have to do anything every day. You know what I mean? So when I wake up, it's just how can I make somebody listen to my music? I feel like that's why my music is where it's at right now. Because if you look at my Instagram, you look at my Twitter, I'm only talking about music. I might throw a little bit of lifestyle shit in there. I might talk about some relationship shit here and there, you know, shake up the internet a little bit. But then I circle it back to the music every single time.
Mhm. What's the fine line between attention and clout? Like, how do you, I guess, separate yourself from the two? Like, at least not having your brand be associated with, yo, I'm just doing this shit for the clout versus I know how to captivate your attention.
I mean, just not hurting real feelings in real life. It's so easy to manipulate the internet, bro. It's like, bro, I could call you on the side, bro, and I could just be like, hey Chuck, I'm finna say, I'm finna say I had sex with your girl, man. Just finna run the numbers up. All right. I get on there and I say I had sex with your girl. Next thing you know, the whole world talking about it. You know what I mean? If you got a following, bro, you can trick the internet any way you want to trick them niggas. That's the crazy part. So it's like, as long as you know in real life it's okay, I feel like it's never a fine line.
Yeah.
You will never ever see any of this transpire to real life. I noticed that. Like I see hate comments every day. But when I'm in public, it ain't nothing but love.
So did you really almost go to jail then for the weed in Ruby's bag?
Yeah.
Or is that some bullshit?
Yeah. But this is what happened. This is what happened.
That's not bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. I probably didn't just go to jail, but like I got checked. You know how the DEA be at some of the gates? They was at the gate, bro. I'm going through the gate, man. We about to miss the flight. I'm like, bro, it's past time. I'm going through there. Ruby still coming through the TSA check or whatever. I get through there. I get to the gate. The DEA stop me. Blah, blah, blah. Where you going? Blah, blah, blah. What you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Me and Ruby switched bags because she had weed in her bag, right? She has some weed in her bag, and we was flying out of Columbus.
But the DEA didn't see you swap bags?
We swapped bags before we even got over there. So this is what happened. Ruby lost her ID, right? She lost her ID, and we couldn't find it. So when you get to the airport without ID, they got to do all these different checks. They got to ask you why you here, where you going. They got to check your bags and all this other stuff. So I was like, just give me your bag because I had an ID. So I was just gonna go through there. You know what I mean? You can fly with weed. They don't really be knowing like that. They don't be checking like that. But weed is not legal in Ohio. So I'm like, okay, give me your bag. I go through there with her bag. As soon as I get to the gate, they get to checking me. I'm like, fuck. And you're like,
it would be the day.
But it's weed. Anyway, it got to a point, man. They was like, you know, I'm a terrible liar, bro. I was like, they was going through my bag. He was like, is there any drugs in here? Anything illegal? I was like, nah.
No. Well, you did that?
And look, Ruby's still at TSA pre-check. So I'm like, fuck. Like, okay. I'm gonna just have to go to jail for her ass. So I'm like, okay. I just looked at the nigga. I'm like, bro, look, there's a little bit of weed in there, man. Leave me alone, bro. He was like, okay, how much weed? I feel like police, they way more lenient when you be honest with them niggas. You know what I mean? When you lie to them, they get tweaking and they get to asking extra questions and shit. And in my head, I'm like, I might as well tell them there's weed in here because they must be looking for El Chapo or some shit. Because they, you know what I mean? The way they asking me questions, nigga, I'm just coming from a hosting, my nigga. But yeah, they looked through the bag, grabbed the weed. They left the weed in there too. They let us keep the weed. They didn't even take it.
Real
niggas, yeah. They was like, all right, go ahead. So we got through.
Did they see how much weed it was? And
yeah, it was probably like it wasn't too much. It was like a little bag.
Okay.
It was probably like this or something like that, but it wasn't like no pound of weed or no shit like that.
No duffel bag shit.
Yeah, no, we was good. We ain't too much.
That's crazy. Cause I was like, damn. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit. That's because like I said, I be paying attention to the vlogs and shit. So I was looking like, oh shit, that's crazy. Because a couple of the homies went to the airport, realized there was some shit in their bag. They just left and missed the flight. I'm finna go back to the house. Like I'm not going through this airport with this shit on me.
Yeah, I had to get home, man. I'm like, shit, nigga, it's weed in that bag, bro. What you gonna do? You gonna take me to jail? Let's just speed up the process. Fuck it.
Yo, so how does you know, your family take the success? You know, you coming from somebody that obviously you had this pivotal moment where moms was like, yo, I can get you a car, get you a camera. You decide the camera. You start doing your shit. But obviously, I know in the back of their mind, they want you to get the education. And you had to leave school. So, like, what was their mind frame throughout all this?
My situation is different, bro. Like, my mom and dad, extremely supportive. Like,
So
they was with it. You know, I'm first generation. I'm the first one to go to college out of my family. So it's like, realistically, y'all really can't tell me shit, my nigga. Like, how can you tell me to do something that you ain't? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but they was automatically fully supportive. Like when it came to me doing my videos or anything, I know it's a lot of strict parents, you know, and I feel like that's just depending on the culture that you in. Like a lot of strict parents be like, you got to go to college, you got to do this and that, blah, 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 blah. Or if your parents went to college, then it's kind of like they kind of expect you to do the same thing. But like I told my mama I was dropping out. She's like, all right.
Man, it don't hurt that you was making money too. You know what
I'm saying? Yeah. That definitely made it better. But I feel like even if I wasn't making money, she just would have been like, all right, you know what I mean? You just come back with me. So it's like she was just extremely supportive. My dad too. So it's like as long as I was doing what I had to do, you know, making money or whatever, or following my dreams and you know, whatever, you know, they was with it. So
and
but it was other people, it was outside sources that was telling me I was done for dropping out. It was people that wasn't even family that was telling me. Well, I think my sister told me I'm done for dropping out, but she ain't money I was making. So you know, once all that came into fruition, you know, they was all with it. So
now, speaking of dumb, what's the dumbest purchase you've ever made? You know what I'm saying? You young, you getting money. At looking back now, or even maybe something that's current. What's the thing you like? Damn, I really blew a bag on that. Like,
man, that's a good question, bro. I feel like probably cars, because I really only drive one of my cars, bro. I got 3 cars. I only drive one of them. I feel like, but I mean, I'm in the cars a lot, but cars are the most expensive thing that I've been buying so far. This house is beautiful though. Like this, it makes sense. You know what I mean? This is the most expensive thing that I ever bought, which is this house. But I'm gonna get that money back for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like cars, you don't never get that shit back. So it's like
value.
Chill. It's just an eyeball thing for me. And I be feeling like my cars be too loud anyway. I'm like, I can't go to Inglewood. I can't go to Compton.
He said I can't go. I mean, you can. You just, you know,
you gotta ride through that
you get back on the freeway.
Yeah, you better get off your X and get back on. So, you know, I be like, man, so there's certain places I can go. I need to go ahead and get me a little burner with a little Honda or something. Tint the windows.
And be riding around.
I feel like my car, I got like an i8 that I don't even drive.
Damn.
Don't drive it at all. So
let me have it.
Shit, nigga, throw me some cheese every month.
Hey, whatever it is, I ain't got it. I'm telling you off top. Whatever number you say, I ain't got it. No, give me a tip though before you go. Give me a tip on how to talk to women because I'm single. Chuck is married. Okay. Chuck is married. I'm single. I've been single since I was born, pretty much. And I don't really know. It might be my approach. You know what I'm saying? Like I say things like, I don't believe in titles. 1, 2, I don't believe in like traditional dating and courting and asking a girl out. It's like, hey, I'm finna get something to eat. You want to come? Like that's kind of like my thing.
Yeah, man. You know, you really just gotta be nice.
That's that shit really works.
He ain't fucking with that,
bro. That's what really it is, bro. I just I'm just a nice dude. You know what I mean? Like, go to Ralph's, spend $15 on some flowers, some roses. Looks just like the $200 joints. Bring some roses to her. Open the door. You might have to spend $100 on the date, but that's it.
Bro,
Don't touch her after. Don't touch her when you take her to the crib. Just drop her off.
Oh yeah, I do that now, but I'm just saying, I didn't think like being nice, that shit really works. That's so irritating to me.
That shit works, bro. That's all they be wanting is a nice nigga. You know what I mean? And you be nice to them. They be like, damn, this nigga was nice. My ex was terrible, and then they automatically just start liking you, and especially if you don't hit them the first day, they gonna go wild. So it's like,
how did you ask Ruby out for the first time?
Me and Ruby we had like a weird talking stage for a long time, and then it got to a point where it's like, damn, I don't really like any of these other girls at all. You know what I mean? But for some reason, like, I find myself hanging out with you every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And then she kind of like opened up. It's really, we spent so much time together. That's when it got to the point where it's like, okay, we boyfriend and girlfriend at this point. So it wasn't really. I think we never had like a can you be. I mean, we talked about it, but I don't think we had like a can you be my.
Will you go with me?
Yeah.
You want to be my girl, or you ain't fucking with it?
Yeah. It was just one of those obvious situations. It's like, man, I'm literally. It was to a point where I wasn't even living in my own crib. I'm in her crib every day. You know what I mean?
Man.
I'm flying to Atlanta and shit. I'm like, no, we're not even in the talking stage at this point. We dating.
So this happened.
See, that's that little gray area that I usually have an issue with. I usually run into problems right in there because the women want to know what are we and where we going, and I'm like, bro, we human, and I'm going to the house.
Stay in the talking stage as long as you can, bro.
Okay.
Once you say once you say you mine, or she say you my boyfriend.
He looking around and shit. Hey, he looking around.
Once you say
everything changes, but like everything, you become entitled. No pun intended. Like, it's like that girl basically owns you at this point. It's a lot of stuff that you gotta deal with that you didn't have to deal with in that talking stage. So the more time you spend with a girl, the quicker you're gonna get to that boyfriend, girlfriend. You can be locked down. Why you out so late? Where you at? Why you want to hang out with them instead of me?
Do y'all do the location thing where you leave the location on in each other's phones?
Nah, we don't do that. Not yet.
That shit coming.
It's on the way though.
On the way.
My homie do that with his girl, and I don't understand it. He was like, "Yeah, she know where I am. I know where she at." I'm like, "Why though?" Like,
yeah, but it's like I don't really be liking all of that. You know what I mean? I feel like that's more so the girls that be wanting that. You know what I mean? They be wanting to know where you at and all this other shit. But like, my situation is a little different. We have some rocky stages, so we rebuilding a lot.
Yeah, I noticed the title of the vlog.
Yeah,
my bad.
No, I said I noticed the title of the vlog that he posted when
man, young and toxic.
A few days ago.
Young Go ahead, and toxic. You wouldn't ask for the passcode to her phone?
Nah, I don't want to see nothing. Like, that's the thing with me. Like,
me either.
I don't want to know if anything's going on. It's to the point where you have to tell me. You know what I mean? Right. Like, that's how much I don't want to know, because I would let something like that ruin my whole week. And I'm like, damn, like, now my brain is all boggled with some bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even want to know. I don't want no passwords, bro. I don't want nothing. Like, I don't even want to follow you. I don't want to know what you doing. I want to see you in
Me
real
either.
life.
I'm the same way.
I only want to see you in real life, and we get to know each other, and we bond in real life. Fuck all that internet shit.
Yeah, because I noticed that girls, I was arguing with one of my homegirls last week about this shit. She be tripping over the emojis in the dude's comments, and I'm like, bro, if he has a fan base, like that's gonna happen. You know, you can't be mad about Instagram emojis and shit like that.
Yeah, you can't control none of that internet shit, man. It's all around the world.
So you mentioned something, and I want to kind of end on this note, man. You talked about the album, wanting to put an official album before the year ends. On top of that, what's one thing? What's some other things that you kind of like have set in plans? The year can't end without DDG doing what?
The year can't end. You said without me saying the album thing?
The album, because we know that's one thing. But what's another thing? And if you want, you can think big.
It don't have to
like
be music specific. It can be anything.
Anything.
It's a manifestation. A question.
I feel like the year can't end without me being on Double XL.
You want to make what the freshman cover or?
Yeah, I want to be on the freshman cover. I think that's a given though. I better be on the cover. I say that humbly, bro. Like I'm talking about, I've been shooting my shot at Double XL for about 3 years straight. They know my name. You know what I mean? They know my birthday. They know where I'm from. Everything. I better be on Double XL.
Why you think they haven't come knocking yet?
I feel like the people that they picked before was obvious picks. You know what I mean? And I feel like I was like in the middle. I was in that gray area. You know what I mean?
You didn't have Moonwalking in Calabasas.
Moonwalking. I ain't had Die for Respect. I ain't had none of it. But now I got too much content. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I gotta like. I feel like that's really like a big goal for me when it comes to this music. I feel like that's my being a Double XL freshman. That's like something that I really, really want for my career, my rap career. So I'm excited for that.
Now, I think it'll be definitely another benchmark that, again, people taking you serious. I think you're already setting that trend anyway, but it's just another thing. We're like, okay, yeah, he's here. You know what I'm saying? So
I like to manifest things that I feel like gonna happen.
You said that you feel like are gonna happen?
Yeah, I like to manifest things that I feel like is actually gonna happen. I feel like, yeah. It's just
what's one of the worst things about having money?
Having people ask for it.
Is there a crazy amount somebody's asked you for? You like, are you serious? Like,
man, I had a whole little family feud on Facebook. Niggas don't got my personal Facebook, so they don't know. But like, I got family I ain't talked to that money. I'm like, bro,
what's the craziest amount or things like somebody's asked you for?
I don't know, bro. It's like cars and houses. And
somebody asked you to buy them a house?
Yeah. Like,
you lying.
Yeah, bro. It's like, it's wild. And people back home think I got $100 million in the bank. I'm like, nah, nigga. Still working, bro. You buy me a house, motherfucker. Shit.
Oh, all right.
Well, Die for Respect is out right now. Going to support that. DDG, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, chopping it up, man. Wishing you nothing but the best and wishing you that Double XL freshman cover, bro. You know what I mean?
Man, appreciate y'all, right?
Hey, I like rule number 1, and I like I just take this opportunity to tell you what I like. I like rule number 1. I like Money Long, and I like Hood Melody. Those are my 3 picks.
You listen to the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Take that.
He's like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know a nigga that know a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Appreciate it, man. Check out Treat Me Right, track number 2. Listen to that. One more time.
Real quick. Last thing, we do something called the business card track. So what song do you feel like is the best representation of DDG off this project? If you had to walk up to somebody and give them a business card, they don't know who you are, but it's the best representation of who DDG is off the project.
My personal favorite is Treat Me Right, the second song.
Okay. There it is.
Oh, another thing, Curbside Confession. You got a crazy story? Like we do this thing on the air where we have listeners call and they tell us crazy stories with Ubers, Lyfts, Postmates, DoorDash. It's called Curbside Confessions. Do you have any crazy stories in an Uber, a Lyft, a crazy food delivery story, Amazon package?
I I got this recorded. It was a prank though, but it was an Uber driver that was drinking and driving. But he had an Amsterdam bottle when he was drinking. But it ended up being like an Uber prank.
Oh, they pranked you.
Yeah, they pranked me. Yeah. So,
oh shit, bro. Wait, so he was drinking like it just was he driving like weird?
Yeah, he was like swerving and shit and drinking and still. But it ended up being a prank, and it was water in there instead of actual Amsterdam.
It's up online?
Yeah, it's online.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
check that shit out. I'm gonna look at that.
DDG, man, thanks for your time, bro. I know you got a lot of shit to do. Thank you for hollering at us, you know what I'm saying, up on the release of your project, bro. Keep doing your thing, and we'll talk soon, all right?
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
It's Homegrown Radio, Dizzle, DJ Head. We out.
Wear your mask, bro.